29(6), Lord. Yes, Lord. The grievance of the petitioner that her son is suffering from the cancer, Lord. That is why this kept. It's a transfer matter, and she is seeking transfer to direction to decide the representation, Lord.
आज के लिए रखा हुआ
And yes,
कल के लिए लगा
yes, Lord.
कल यू सर आप इंस्ट्रक्शंस दे लो इसमें your friend is saying detail दे दो ना
Please, please.
Firstly, I beg pardon of your lordship. I beg pardon of your lordship.
हाँ बताइए कौन सा केस
S1, your lordship.
This one.
what is the matter sir
We served a demand notice on the management matter by Mr. P1. We are 110 persons, and we have been serving in the treasury for the last more than 20 years, 3 years, 25 years on outsourced basis. Our grievance is that we should be declared as department employees. For that, we served a demand notice. Then the conciliation proceedings were held, and the matter was finally referred to the Labour Commission by the conciliation officer on 25th January 2025 months. But so far, no reference has been made. My humble submission is they have to refer the matter once. At the same time, in the similar matters,
we'll ask them to file reply. We'll direct them to file reply. Notice why Director Treasuries has been added as a party. It is the employer. Employer कौन है आपका नंबर 3
Treasury, Director Treasuries.
नोटिस 3 के लिए तो सर नोटिस जाएगा 3 को 1 और 2 के लिए सरकार 3 को नोटिस रिटर्न फॉर डैश स्टेप्स विद इन 1 week.
Please, lordship.
I'm grateful.
Yes, please. कोई इशू नहीं कल 2 बजे ले आज किस चीज की छुट्टी no problem we'll take it up let it be listed tomorrow we will do the needful yes Mr. Thakur Yuyutsu Thakur
yes my lord this is a writ petition which is pertaining to acquisition of the land by way of sale deed. The land was acquired by way of sale deed in 2014 and the buyers had undertaken in the sale deed itself if the rates are enhanced
amount
we will also give
Appear for 3 years.
मैम 3 के लिए 1 के लिए किसी के लगा देना जो भी आएगा बलराम में 3 के लिए सर
They are not a party.
pardon ma'am
They are not an important party. It's a party, but it is not an important party. आपके पास
they are the buyers.
Union of India is not an important party from your ask Balram.
But sir, in this matter, even he will say because they don't get anything.
Don't get anything.
That is why he doesn't come.
ऐसे करना. Notice confined to respondents 2 and 3.
है
ना? Pushpinder accepts notice on behalf of 2. Ma'am accepts notice on behalf of number 3. Reply in 4 weeks. Please. Justice Kunal.
Lordship, the matter is with regard to the northward land which has been allotted to me in year 1966, Lordship. My demand from the government, Lordship, 2 bighas, 11 Vishwas, 4 Vishwas. Nexture P2, Lordship.
How is the writ petition maintainable?
Lordship, this writ petition I have filed to avoid the multiplicity of litigation. To avoid the multiplicity of litigation before the
go through the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court 2015, Pradesh.
Lordship. But my issue, Lordship, with regard to the northward land which have been allotted, my demand from the government land 2 bighas, 11 Vishwas, that has not been allotted to me. The purpose of the northward land is to promote the agriculture.
When was the northward land allotted to you?
1969, Lordship, 1st January 1969.
Year of my birth. Year of my birth.
The dispute
coming when I am 56 years old.
But there, in between, I have made several representations.
Please read the prayers. Please read the prayers.
Director responded to decide the northward land sanction to the petitioner grandfather as predecessor of the petitioner late Shri Hardyal Singh applied in northward land form dated 24th February 1966 annexure P2 Lordship. As per the Himachal Pradesh northward land rules 1963 as amended up to date Lordship. But
again,
that till the adjudication of this matter in the Honorable Court,
how can the High Court do so? What authority High Court has under Article 226 over civil courts.
No, no, I'm not for the civil court. I'm coming for the north or land.
Right.
There is dispute with regard to.
It will be.
No, Lordship, my issue is, I have, Lordship, after passing 4 decades, Lordship,
Then-
I'm struggling for this land.
To go and have the
But they are deciding, Lordship, not entering.
Mr. I'm sorry to say that you people don't even know the basic law. Under what provision the High Court exercises its supervisory jurisdiction over the learned civil courts? Under Article 226.
Lordship, I'm not considering this fact. That might.
Read the prayers here. Kindly read the prayers. Please read the prayers. I am not speaking in here. You are asking this High Court under Article 226 to stay the proceedings of a civil court. Is it possible? Have you gone through the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court in Radheshyam's case 2018?
I would refer.
Look, why time? हमने थोड़ी फीस ली हुई है, जिसने फी ली है उसको केस लॉ का पता होना चाहिए.
Lordship, I would refer some judgments.
अभी करो.
तो थोड़ी.
Sorry.
I have mentioned two judgments, Lordship, in this.
By way of this writ petition, the petitioner has prayed for the following rules. Taking into consideration the fact that there is a civil list going on between the petitioner and some other individuals who have been arraigned in the writ petition on 12 to 18, which proceedings are pending before the Court of Learned Civil Judge Senior Division Joginder Nagar.
Still, my application is pending, and they are not deciding this.
The filing of this writ petition is nothing but an abuse of the process of law, because the petitioner has to get the rights first settled in the civil proceedings.
There is a lot of civil proceedings before the civil court also.
Huh?
It has been dismissed by the Supreme Court also. Thereafter, I had.
नहीं तो आपने लिखा क्या कि stay the civil proceeding?
Lordship, it is my further some few litigation. Lordship, I am the third generation who is.
My headache. There are civil proceedings going on. No, dismiss. Next.
1 year they are not entering 39 2 and 1 and 2 is pending.
Kunal, have I drafted the petition? Have I drafted the petition? Who has drafted the petition? Yes. Manik Sethi. Yes, Manik.
Well, though Mr. RL Sudh is to appear, but notices is to be issued. If you
Why notice should be issued?
no, like simple. Well, may I just say? Well, may have page 32. That is Rule 8A. It was mandatory. Well, may I have just page 32. Your lordships have Rule 8A.
Yes. है क्या issue क्या इसमें?
Well, the issue is the commission has passed the tariff. Rule, central government rule commission, you have to notify 8 hours of a day as solar tariff, and then you have to give 20% discount from normal tariff. Malas, this mandatory clause, Malas, has not been implemented. They say we'll implement it.
Tariff, according to you, which does not contain this.
Malas, that is there in the petition. मैं आपको पहले rule पढ़ा दूं कौन सा है?
Tariff order.
देखो.
Tariff order has been passed in exercise of.
Where it has been provided,
Statutory
so
61.
provided.
So provided. हाँ जी. Malas, मैं page 131. Page 131.
131.
वो रूल पढ़ लो उससे क्लियर हो.
कोई बात नहीं. कभी-कभी हमारे हिसाब से भी चलना.
नहीं मैं आपके हिसाब से ही चलता हूँ.
Yes. So this is the tariff order.
This is the tariff order. Maluk may have 130.
Get it. This tariff order has been passed by whom and under which section of what?
Well, if this tariff order is passed under section 61, read with 63 of the electricity.
61.
61, 62, 63. Maluk, this is of tariff determination.
Okay, let us see that. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
61 tariff regulation.
Tariff regulation.
Now, if anyone is agreed by any tariff regulation,
Maluk,
what remedy available?
the regulations I am not, because the tariff regulation is that how you have to make tariff.
You are agreed by what?
A tariff order.
Made under which provision of the Act?
63. The procedure.
That now let us see. Determination of tariff by bidding process 63.
64.
64. Tariff order. Now, if anyone is agreed by this tariff order, is there any statutory remedy
Yes, yes.
available in
Yes,
this?
yes.
To go approach.
There are two things. Agar, मतलब, if the issue is that look, the tariff has been decided at 5 rupees, it should be 460, 450.
Sorry, you see, that is not.
That's what I'm saying. This is not the issue.
Is, do you have a statutory remedy against the tariff order?
My lords, there is, if it is related to something, for example,
Show me the remedy.
my lords, may just have elected.
Are there any ifs and buts in the remedy?
Yes, my lords.
How, Jara? Which section?
Well, section 101.
Okay.
111. 111. 111.
Triple Nelson. Let us read. और ट्रिपल नेल्सन बड़ा खतरनाक होता है, बैट्समैन इसके आउट हो जाता है. There was one umpire.
ली नेल्सन जी, वो डिकी बर्ड
नहीं डिकी बर्ड तक नहीं, शेफर्ड.
शेफर्ड वो
एक टांग पे खड़ा हो जाता था.
एक टांग पे खड़ा होता था जी, वो जब 111 आता.
Any person agreed. हाँ पढ़ो इसको.
Yes.
So any person agreed by any order.
Yes, ma'am.
Go before the authority.
Yes, ma'am. May I just say, because I was aware that your lordship will.
Go before.
No, there is one more. My lords, 2011 judgment is there. My lords, what it says is, point is, your lordship, not, that's what I want to say, my lord, and convey it to my lords. It is not a case that I am saying I am agreed, because they have not even taken into. This is a rule. What I want is mandamus to the extent, please implement this rule.
Sir, please, you are agreed by the order because they have omitted to do something which, according to you, has to be done in consonance with the rules. So you are agreed by the order.
But 226 is also. Malas may have 227.
226.
No, Malas may have 2. Malas may just.
Malik, you see, what is the meaning of the word agreed? Agreed means you are not happy with the order.
Yes, ma'am.
According to you, there is a flaw in the order.
Yes, Malas.
So if there is a flaw in the order, please go to the appellate authority.
Malas, your lordships, I bow down to my lord. Only thing is that in Malas case came before my lords. There are so many.
So no,
I will not, because it will trouble my lord.
dismissed.
No, let Mr. Sood Kamal, because he has to make an argument. That's what I said.
In the light of the fact that there is an alternative remedy available to the
Malad, then just a minute. Yes, they have right.
Why are you interested? I am not entertaining the petition.
No. Allow me to. Let's say one thing. Liberty to approach because.
I am giving that liberty.
मैं इनके पास review में चले जाता हूँ.
नहीं review if otherwise maintained.
If otherwise.
हाँ. तो आपको कौन रोक?
Review is a statutory right. Is there any power of review conferred upon the authority?
Yes, it is.
तो जाते आप ऐसे करो ना, review file करो, appeal file करो, मैंने क्या लेना देना?
मैं आपको सिर्फ एक चीज.
I am not interested. If there is a remedy available, you have to exhaust it. High Court comes into picture only when there is a finality clause.
Or it is exercise bad.
When you come this side, आपने वो judgment देनी.
नहीं, इसको pass over कर दो. बस pass over कर दो. Let us, my lord, just pass it over. Maybe your lordship may.
Oh, sorry. इसमें लिखना by way of the state petition, the petitioner is paid for the following. In the light of the fact that there is a statutory remedy available to the petitioner in terms of the provisions of section 111 of the Electricity Act 2003.
Malag, may add review also then, because otherwise when I'll go in review, they'll say that you went.
1 minute. The petition is dismissed, but with the petitioner to avail the statutory remedy available. At this stage, Mr. Malik Sethi submits that the petitioner be granted liberty to avail the remedy of review also. All that this court can observe is that the rejection of this petition at this stage for want of exhaustion of all the statutory remedies by the petitioner shall not come in the way of the petitioner in invoking any remedy which is available to the petitioner in accordance with law. आपने जो करना है करो.
Malag, may I just submit one small thing? If your lordship goes, Malag, why we came to this court? Reason.
I have many cases.
नहीं, मैं बता रहा हूँ जी. Review में ना, they will take an year to decide. Your lordship ने just indicate this thing that. अगर नहीं ये तो है एक second.
Don't preempt.
एक just. अब नहीं लगाने नहीं. Because he is not here, Malag, it's live also. Malag, that's what he wanted.
Yes, Anu. And you say these are no pleas. Then anyone will come to the High Court under 226 and statutory remedies will come and OTOs.
Let's coordinate bench has entertained.
And what?
That's my answer. This is discretion.
You show to the coordinate bench that we are coming. And please see, have you mentioned in the writ petition that there is a statutory remedy?
Pallath, I have even annexed it.
Let us 1 minute मेरे को दिखाना जरा.
Pallath, may I have page number
Just 1 minute.
120.
Let us see the second last paragraph of the writ petition.
पेज नंबर 120 पे जी मैंने डाला हुआ है.
Unfortunately,
Efficacious. हाँ जी efficacious नहीं है जी मेरे लिए. Efficacious.
Sorry, this amounts to filing a false affidavit in the court of law. Do not have any alternative remedy. You have an alternative remedy.
Alternative efficacious नहीं है.
Don't teach us law. Don't teach us English. The petitioner has to spell. You see, in such like cases, it has to be spelled out in the.
That 111 or you.
Is a statutory remedy available? Yet we are invoking this.
So I'll take it into consideration.
So ये नहीं है, ये mundane आपने कर देने फिर then you come to. And this is not expected from at least these corporations when they come to the court as petition. Let us take, there is a young lawyer who files a petition. You have to be very, very careful while drafting the petitions.
Grateful.
Provided you are being paid for it.
Happily paid.
But not happily drafted. Yes, Aman.
But this petition is for implementation of the street vendors, like protection of livelihood and regulation of.
ये किस area को belong करते हैं?
Lordship, this is for MC Manali, Municipal Council Manali.
As far as this area is concerned, probably there are no writs pending, है ना?
Lordship, there's another writ pending, CWPIL 14 of.
शिमला की है ना?
वो शिमला की है.
शिमला की एक परवानू की भी है कि decide हो?
Lordship, I don't know about the permanent.
Notice,
Please, Lordship.
Notice learned additional written exception. By 4 weeks.
Lordship, may also consider my application for interim relief because Lordship, without implementing the act, they are charging, the MC is charging 150 rupees from each and every street vendor.
Notice and about the prayer of the petitioner for interim shall be considered on the next day. Notice जाएगा 3 को.
Yes, Lordship, वो copy नहीं गई है.
ठीक है, notice to number 3 return for that. Yes.
I'll take steps, sir.
Yes, sir.
Taking cue from your lordship's observations yesterday, Lord, it helped me browsing through certain important documents, Lord. My Lord, may have a look at page 152. That is a notice issued by the municipal corporation to the owner of the contiguous plot where she was raising construction without any approval from the competent authority. Now she is still indulging into it, and my relief is that she has not stopped her hands. The authorities have not moved ahead, stopping her from raising that breast wall, and now she is dismantling it in her own way.
So you withdraw your petition with regard to the other reliefs?
Lord, we have there are 2 reliefs, Lord. Lord, may I read the reliefs, Lord? And my Lord, one more thing which I'll bring to your lordship's notice. One more thing.
You see, even for that issue, I have my serious reservations. Please see page 63 of the petition, Mr. Jiva.
Page 63.
An injunction restraining respondent number 3 from undertaking any further excavation demolition until conclusion of scientific. That this is not the job of the High Court. No. High Court can come into. You can come to the High Court. Let us assume that there is a statutory authority which has granted permission.
Yes, Lord.
Construction is being carried out in violation thereof.
Yes, Lord.
ये नहीं है, ये scientific evaluation ये नहीं है.
Lord,
MC
perhaps
gives permissions on the basis of.
No, exactly. It is not happily formulated, Lord.
Right,
not happily formulated.
Right, and no.
One.
It is settled by you. I'll not make any observation. But as far as the other reliefs are concerned, you may withdraw this petition as far as the grievance of the petitioner vis-a-vis unauthorized construction being raised by anyone is concerned. I'll give you liberty. You may approach the court afresh by way of an independent case vis-a-vis that relief. That will entertain.
One more thing, Lord. One more thing. I had an occasion to have a look at prayer number 1, Lord. Issue a writ of nature of mandamus directing competent authority forthwith to declare petitioner's building situate and such as unsafe in accordance with section 258, 259, Lord. Lord, 258, Lord. Because municipal corporation is to be informed that such and such building has turned unsafe and it may take collateral toll of the contiguous building lot. I have brought it to their notice, my lord. There is no order till date. Either you declare it safe or unsafe.
So where is that application of yours?
Lord, in fact, to MC Lord,
Where is that?
Page 96 and 116.
Page 9.
page 96.
Yesterday, Madam, you told me the top one. There's a copy to MC Commissioner.
हाँ मैंने देख लिया था नीचे है वो.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
लिखा है वो.
हाँ जी, इसके बाद taking strength from my application, immediately the deputy commissioner who is responsible for the disaster management, he writes to the municipal corporation, and municipal corporation has taken his hands off. That they are aware that this building is not safe, so we will they are at liberty to do whatever they want to do.
आप इसमें चाहते क्या हैं? पहले पढ़ो प्लीज.
मैं ये चाह रहा हूँ जी, एक तो क्योंकि मेरी
Read it.
हाँ जी. It is therefore requested to get the site inspected in order to ensure that no harm is caused to the life as well as property of these buildings on account of any impending disaster. Moreover, help from the district administration on account of
This does not serve the purpose. You see, if you want to get someone's building declared as dangerous,
yes, ma'am.
the prayers are not in consonance with what was submitted by the Learned Senior Council. आप इसको भी पढ़ लो. ये भी vague है. It is not in sync with what you are saying.
Lord,
अगर उनको करना है, let them approach. I'll allow you to approach the authority. I'm not saying that you cannot approach the authority.
and pass an order.
But natural.
Pass an order, because there is no order whatsoever. Because earlier, because that's why I was disturbed as a client. Because one authority is tossing the matter to other. You take a decision. You appoint some technical committee, and it will take a call on it.
116.
Let us see that if it makes some sense, है ना?
The relevant is 115. इसकी copy to आ गई है.
इसमें भी you say again there is a problem. You are, so as to say, barking under the wrong tree. Please file an appropriate application under the Corporation Act to the statutory authority
My lord.
within a reasonable हफ्ते दो हफ्ते में. I direct them to take a call thereupon within a time bound period in accordance with law. हैं?
Fine.
ठीक है ना?
I will.
इसमें लिखना after making the submission of some time, a learned for the petitioner on instructions prays for and is to withdraw with liberty to the petitioner to file an application to the municipal commissioner, to the commissioner municipal corporation.
Solan.
अंडर कौन से सेक्शन में जाना चाहते हैं आप?
258.
Section 258, 259
Yes.
of the Municipal Corporation Act, confined to the scope of the said statutory provisions. And as prayed for, it is ordered that in case any such application is filed within a period of 2 weeks from today, Mr.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
then appropriate orders thereupon in accordance with law be passed by the authority within 6 weeks as from the date of the receipt thereof, by adhering to the principles of natural justice and by hearing all these.
Fine. My lord, with due deference, time may be little curtailed because of this ensuing weather, because my building is hanging.
आप फिर एक हफ्ते में करो.
मैं एक हफ्ते में.
एक हफ्ते में करो 4 weeks.
4 weeks. Applies.
Yes, Balwant Thakur. Yes, ma'am.
Contempt petition whereby
It is the order.
structure connection page 7.
2 weeks पे decide करना.
I'm good.
Please, Lordship. My contempt petition, Lordship. You were directed
Order
to
क्या है?
call Lordship on my representative. Please, Lordship. Next is also same.
Same orders. Yes, please. Okay. 3 weeks.
Please, Lordship. In this, Lordship, they were directed to release my dearness relief, Lordship. fairness allowance law.
कुछ नहीं किया. Yes, ma'am, notice.
Lordship,
हाँ.
if they will fail, Lordship, within a period of 6
Notice ही
please,
कर.
please, Lordship. Grateful, Lordship. Highly grateful.
Notice rash compliance affidavit in them. 3 weeks.
Grateful, Lordship. Highly grateful.
इसमें मैम आप किसके लिए पेश हो रही हैं?
Respondents.
नहीं, in your own capacity या 22 किसी के?
Vice sir.
किसके में?
Virinder Singh.
Virinder Singh और मैं इनकी प्रेजेंस आ देना. वकालतनामा as well as reply.
Grateful.
Next. Yes, please. ये क्या है? Mr. Modgil, your case.
Yes, good morning, my lordship. I'm making my submission, my lord. Some technical error, I think. My lord is not seeing my video.
Okay, no problem. We'll issue notice. I'm directing them to file reply, sir.
My lord, may I make a submission if my lord permits me? My lord, I'm raising a preliminary submission that
just 1 minute.
My lord.
P3. Let us see what is P3.
Yes, my lord. It's page 29, my lord.
Let us see that.
Yes, my lord. Well, it's an order passed by the non-statutory authority, my lord. The non-statutory authority has rejected my application on premise, which is not even stipulated or not contemplated by the law itself.
Just on. Where is your application?
My lord, that is at page 23, my lord. P2.
Let us read that.
Yes, my lord. My application, my lord. My lord, it's page 24 is my application. It's on letterhead Shri Mata Vaishno Devi Basar. My lord,
We'll issue notice. Let us see what they say in their reply. Mr. Bodgil.
my lord, may I make submission, my lord, if my lord permits me, my lord?
Oh, we'll see. Let them file a reply. I'm not applying my mind at this stage, no, sir. Let them file their reply.
After my lord, reply should be filed by the statutory authority. The state should not come into the picture.
Reply will be filed by the respondents. It is only after the reply is filed we'll see as to whether the reply has been filed by the competent authority or not. Notice. Why should we preempt that it has not been filed by the competent person? We should not preempt that.
My lord.
But who is the respondent?
My lord, this is the Regional Transport Authority, my lord.
No, through whom?
Page 3, my lord. Regional Transport Authority is a statutory body, Directorate of Transport, Parivahan Bhavan, Shimla, my lord.
You see, your memo parties is not your memo parties is defective.
My lord.
You will have to sue this Regional Transport Authority through some person, through some competent officer.
My lord, may I submit, my lord? This is statutory body. It need not to be represented by anybody, my lord. It itself is an entity, my lord.
इसका कोई secretary तो होगा.
Sorry, my lord. Apologies.
इसका कोई secretary वगैरह तो होगा. Secretary RTA या कोई
my
तो
lord,
anyway,
R2, my lord, R2 is the secretary of it, my lord. R2 is the secretary.
Notice 1-2 के लिए सरकार reply in 4 weeks.
My lord, may some action date, my lord.
July. Second week of July. This is directed to reflect the name of the Office of Learned Advocate General for respondents 1 and 2.
My lord has given some date, my lord.
Yes, we are giving you a date, sir. 9th July.
Very well. Obliged, my lord. My lord, in case rejoinder may be filed, my lord, permitted, my lord.
Let the reply come first, sir. We'll see.
All right. Very fine. Thank you, ma'am.
Present petitioner is a journalist and served as a special correspondent with the Respondent newspaper from 2012 to 2014, Lordship. In the year 2016, the petitioner approached labor officer for the claim of his arrear of salary.
You are agreed by an award?
His Lordship.
Where is the award?
Page number 26, Lordship.
The reference has been answered against you.
His Lordship. Lordship, it has been held. I failed to prove that I was their employee because the stand of the newspaper.
Notice confined to respondents 3 and 4. ठीक है?
His Lordship.
इनका ऐसे करो, नोटिस कन्फाइंड टू रिस्पोंडेंट्स 2 to 4, एक के लिए सरकार 2 और 4 को नोटिस, 3 और 4 को नोटिस कर दो, रिटर्न फॉर दैट स्टेप्स विद इन 1 week.
I'm very good, Your Lordship.
Register directed to call for the record from the learned labor court in the meanwhile. Yes, please.
So this is the case where the petitioner was running a general store, Lordship, at Nahan, Lordship. Later on, respondent number 4, who is working as an Anganwadi worker, she has produced some bills in the name of his general store, which was not issued by him because he has closed this shop in 2015. I have written to the
Who is the petitioner?
petitioner is the person whose name the bill has been produced, that he has issued those bills, Lordship. But he has not issued those bills, and he is simply seeking inquiry from the respondent so that the issue may close.
But is the inquiry initiated or what?
No, Lordship. I have made the representation.
Then we'll issue notice.
Please, Lordship.
We have to hear number 4 of.
Please, Lordship.
1 से 3 के लिए AG साहब, 4 को notice, return for dash, steps within 1 week.
Please, Lordship.
Yes, please. Rajkumar Naveen Kumar.
Please, Lordship.
Yes, please.
Madam, this present petition has been filed by the petitioner against the respondent for issuance of appropriate written direction. Actually, what the matter is, my lord, the brief fact of the present petition are that the petitioner has constructed 4 shops in the premises of the Markandeya Rishi temple, and owner is the owner of the same, and is the
He has constructed what?
4 shops
4 shops. Okay.
in the premises of the Markandeya Rishi temple. And is the owner of the same, and these shops are the only source of his livelihood. The grievances of the petitioner are that every year in the month of April of every year, the committee of the Markandeya Rishi temple conducted a fair with mass gathering. And during fair, committee allot plots and stall to a person who intends to get stall plot for their shop and charge for the same. But surprisingly, my lord, the petitioner has also to pay the charges due to the reason that they allot plots and stall in such a manner that it become unable to petitioner to ingress and egress to his shop. And the committee charge for the same.
No, I don't get your point.
Ji.
You are the owner in possession of 4 shops which are constructed in this Mandir complex.
Yes, my lord.
Every year a fair is held in this particular complex.
Yes, my lord.
Every year I take it, जो जिसको कहते हैं ना temporary stalls लगते हैं, temporary लिए जो है वो बोली लगती है. Whosoever bids the highest, he gets the right to have his shop. So सब्जी ये पकौड़े ये मिठाई वगैरह की जो भी है, जस्ट लिसन. तो उसके लिए ये रेंट लेते हैं उन लोगों से, ठीक है? आपसे किस चीज का रेंट ले रहे हैं?
जी, जो ये शॉप्स हैं उसके जो
आपकी अपनी दुकानों का
अपनी है, जो उसके 4 मीटर्स आगे जो फ्रंट साइड है वो भी मुझसे बिलोंग करती है. बट आई एम द ओनली पर्सन एग्रीड जिससे ये चार्ज लिए जाते हैं. देयर आर अदर शॉप्स उनसे नहीं लेते. ओनली आई एम द ओनली.
Do you set up a stall there?
No, my lord.
You don't set up a stall.
No. I have already shops there.
You have permanent structures out over there.
Yes, sir.
But I'm not observing anything. मैं आपसे सिंपल सा ये पूछ रहा हूँ. You have a right to do so.
जी.
अगर आपकी अपनी जमीन है,
जी.
तो आप वहाँ पे स्टॉल लगा सकते हैं.
जी, बिल्कुल.
है ना? क्योंकि ये जो पैसे ले रहे हैं, ये उस लैंड के ले रहे हैं जो इनकी अपनी है. क्योंकि ये अपनी जमीन पे किसी को बिजनेस करने दे रहे हैं, तो ये उसके पैसे ले रहे हैं. ठीक है? That ये है कि आपकी अपनी दुकानें हैं और आप कोई स्टॉल वगैरह किराए पे ले भी नहीं रहे हैं.
नहीं ले रहे हैं.
लेकिन उसके बावजूद ही आपसे पैसे.
अच्छा, बिल्कुल जी.
नोटिस. Learned additional general accepts notice on behalf of respondent 1 to 3. Reply in 4 weeks thereafter. This name is करना notice and about term. आपने इंटरिम के लिए कोई एप्लीकेशन नहीं फाइल की हुई है? के लिए क्यों नहीं की हुई है?
We were not sure कि इस होगा कि नहीं।
इतना नोटिस नहीं करो जस्ट हाँ yes. हाँ तो क्या हो गया
Yes, it,
then what question is very simple can the fair managing committee or जो भी committee है can it ask a person who does not takes any stall on rent
we have also apprised to the concerned authorities, but no action has been taken.
ऐसे लिखना इसमें ऐसे करो कब से लग रहा है मेला
जी ये तो काफी पहले समय से चलता आ रहा है जी ये वाला।
इस साल कब लग रहा है हो गया कि होना है
Every in April of every year.
तो ये इस साल का हो गया हुआ है
जी जी इस साल।
चलो फिर is not to charge any additional fee आप रिप्लाई फाइल करो इसमें इंटरिम नहीं बनता है करो आई थॉट कि अभी मेरे को लगा कि मेला होने वाला है
नहीं जी अभी नहीं हो
नोटिस रिप्लाई इन 4 वीक्स ऑन डैश एक्चुअल डेट दे रहे हैं विल ट्राई टू फिनिश इट ऑफ ऑन दैट यस प्लीज श्री एचकेएस ठाकुर यस ठाकुर सर
मतलब प्लीज योर लॉर्डशिप my land has been used by the respondent for construction of road and the land has not been acquired till date my lord.
अबे जमीनें वापस कर दी है सरकार ये कह रही नोटिस रिप्लाई इन 6 वीक्स लिस्टेड
मतलब grateful my lord.
Your Lordship, I may be permitted to withdraw this petition. In fact, Your Lordship, we had come against the order of the learned additional district judge in the execution.
Ma'am, is that
Your Lordship, you have passed similar orders in the previous.
the learned counsel for the petitioner is permitted to withdraw the petition with liberty to assail the impugned order under Article
227, please. Oblige, Your Lordship. Both.
Don't know, ma'am. Yes, we rolling this Vasu suit. Yes, please.
Lordship, matter is regarding the release of transport subsidy under the transport subsidy scheme. And matter is similar, which Honorable Court has issued notice to.
Notice, okay, notice. इस पे आप करना सर नोटिस इशू और 2 के लिए 3 के लिए यूनियन ऑफ 3 के लिए यूनियन ऑफ Yes, please. Yes, Mr. Sridhar, what is this?
Well, actually, this matter, there was a latest patent appeal and only a part of the judgment was set aside and remanded back.
Okay.
Now he has filed another application seeking permission to implead some more people who were not even before the court in LP. So I have to file reply to that.
Where is the judgment?
The judgment of the division bench,
That I have gone through.
Yes, madam.
No issues. Miscellaneous application, sir.
There is a miscellaneous application. CMP is 3950.
Listed for the first time.
No, but it was listed before also. There was some common gap with the institute.
23950 है ना?
23950.
Reply to the application not filed, more time prayed for. That need to be done in 4 weeks. This
Lordship, in the meanwhile, they file us the petition.
Pardon?
In the meanwhile, they will give us the copy of the petition, Lordship.
आप कौन है? Who are you?
No, actually, they are the people who have filed this application.
Get the application.
Once the application is allowed, then they will become a party and file reply to the. Yes.
Please, Lordship.
संतराम. ये वो वाला कैसा ट्रांसफर या क्या था या नर्सरी वाला if I'm not mistaken?
No. This is the case where the judgment was pronounced in 2021, holding that the fee structure will not be retrospectively applicable. So there were some other points also. So that retrospective part was set aside by the division bench that we were to implead the students as respondents. We say that they were not.
Yes, right.
Yes.
संतराम. Shalini, yes, Shalini.
The judgment of this honorable court last 1 year, my lord.
Just 1 minute. What is the order?
My lord, order is, my lord, they are directed to regularize the service of representation with effect from 2004, my lord. At page 12, my lord, last term.
What are you doing? छुट्टियों के बाद रख देता हूँ, but I want the implementation. ठीक है? इसमें लिखना on the request of learned additional advocate general list on dash, taking into consideration the fact that the judgment was pronounced by this court on 12th of July 2023. In case compliance order is not passed by the next date of appropriate measure, then appropriate directions shall be passed by the court. Yes, please, Pushpinder, ये क्या है? Mr. Ashok Verma. Yes, Ashok.
This is Lordship, their appeal, Lordship. My award has been challenged, Lordship. Fictional breaks were condoned. Fictional breaks were condoned, Lordship.
How do you justify the order of condonation of fictional breaks from 1999 to 2007?
Because Lordship, even the finding of the learned court below, Lordship, they have in the para 8, Lordship, they have admitted themselves, Lordship, their RW1 has admitted themselves that the junior to the petitioner, respondent here.
Statement after us.
No, sir, record me.
So you see, if your own witness states before the learned labor court that yes, the workman was given fictional breaks, then what is wrong with the award?
And juniors were regularized prior to her, Lordship. और रिटायर हो गई है जो 2020 में
रिकॉर्ड मंगा लेते हैं सील कवर में डोंट वरी आपने रिप्लाई यू सी अदरवाइज अगर आप मैंडेट चार्ट देखें मैंडेट स्पीकिंग फॉर माय सेल्फ आई एम नॉट टू कन्विंस्ड दैट someone who works for 136 days or 190 180 days is eligible to be given the benefit of fictional break. Fictional break है अगर 240 से कोई 10 दिन कम दे रहा है 15 दिन कम दे रहा है यहाँ पे गैप बहुत ज्यादा है लेकिन अगर इनके अपने अफसर कहते हैं कि ये फिक्शनल ब्रेक्स हैं तो देन मे नॉट बी रिप्लाई फाइल कर लो
प्लीज शाइल
इसमें करना अपने लिस्ट ऑन डैश रिप्लाई इन द मीनवाइल रिकॉर्ड फ्रॉम द लेबर कोर्ट में रिक्वेजिशन रिकॉर्ड तो आया हुआ है देख लें इसको
ठीक है देख
देना जरा सा रिकॉर्ड इशू सिर्फ फिक्शनल ब्रेक्स का ही है ना इसमें
बाकी रिटायर हो गई है जी
he is retired
in 2020
let us see the evidence of this gentleman RW1 Have you gone through the record?
नहीं
सरकार आपने देखा है नहीं
सरकार के पास भी नहीं है
Don't worry. Just one minute. You see, there is one question. How do you explain your conduct of raising the industrial dispute after you were regularized? When was the industrial dispute raised?
But, 12 lordship, and I have been regularized in 15 lordship.
Okay, sorry. No, you see, she had raised the demand in 2008 itself.
Yes.
And unfortunately, your officer, he has stated in the cross-examination, it is correct that workmen shown in para 3 of the affidavit are junior petitioner. It is correct that fictional breaks were given to petitioner, but no fictional breaks were given. It is correct that petitioner was given fictional breaks till are those also. So it is a closed case. Because of this, by way of this writ petition, the petitioner state has assailed the award passed by the Court of Learned, presiding Judge Labour Court, Shala, Camp at Mandi, in reference number so and so, title so and so, dated so and so. In terms whereof the reference made by the appropriate government was answered by the Learned Labour Court as well. Brief acts necessary for the adjudication of this petition are that on an industrial dispute raised by the respondent workmen, comma, the following reference was made by the appropriate government to the Learned Labour Court. The case of the workmen stroke claimant before the Learned Labour Court was that she was engaged in the by the Public Works Department as a daily wager on 6/8/99, and she continued to serve as such till 31st of August 2007. But fictional breaks were given to her, whereas persons junior to the petitioner, whose names were given in para 2 of the claim statement of claim filed before the Learned Labour Court, were allowed to continue 240 days in each calendar year. According to the claimant, the department stopped granting fictional breaks to the petitioner with effect from 1/9/2007, whereafter she was allowed to complete 240 days in each calendar year. देखो एक चीज समझ नहीं आई. The reference was made by the appropriate government in the year 2012. You are filing your statement of claim in the year 2022. Why?
Lordship, this para lordship, two lordship, it has, that matter was dismissed lordship for the, and then the matter was allowed by this honorable court, and then
When was the judgment passed by this court?
in this lordship it has mentioned 14th July 2022 lordship.
Okay.
And
ठीक है. It is in this backdrop that the petitioner approached the court with the. It is in this backdrop that the demand notice was raised by the petitioner, which resulted in the reference quoted herein above to be made by the appropriate government to the Learned Labour Court. In the reply to the statement of claim, comma, the contention of the claimant was denied. The claimant were not admitted. It was denied that any fictional breaks were given to her. And further, it was stated that the services of the petitioner stood regularized with the order dated 18/8/2015, and she joined and she accepted the same without any protest, etc. On the basis of the pleadings, Learned Labour Court framed the following issues, which were answered as under on the basis of the pleadings as well as evidence led by the parties in support of their respective contempts. Learned Labour Court decided issue number 1 by holding that it stood proved on record that from the month of March 1999 up to August 2007, petitioner was given fictional breaks, whereas persons junior to her were to 240 days. These findings were returned by the Learned Labour Court on the basis of evidence on record, including the cross-examination of RW1, Jayapal Naik, who was working as an executive engineer, B&R Division, HP PWD, Jogindrnagar. The claim petition was answered in terms already referred by me herein. Learned Additional Advocate General has argued that the award passed by the Learned Labour Court is not sustainable for the reason that the Learned Labour Court has erred in not appreciating that no fictional break was given to the petitioner, and further, as there was a delay of the industrial dispute, no, the claimant was not entitled to any relief. No other point was urged. On the other hand, Learned Counsel for the respondent has submitted that there is no perversity in the findings returned by the Learned Labour Court, as the findings are duly substantiated from the evidence on record. He submitted that there was no delay in the raising of the industrial dispute, as the same was raised by the claimant in the year 2008 itself. And this is also borne out from the award passed by the Learned Labour Court. Accordingly, he submits that as there is no merit in the present petition, the same be dismissed. Counsel for the parties, and I have also carefully gone through the award passed by the Learned Labour Court as well as the record of the case. A perusal of the record demonstrates that Shri Jayapal Naik, Executive Engineer, B&R Division, HP PWD, Jogindrnagar, entered the witness box as RW1 on behalf of the department. In his cross-examination, this witness admitted that workmen mentioned in para 3 of the affidavit of the petitioner, exhibit PW1/A, were junior to the petitioner, that is the claimant, and it was correct that fictional breaks were given to the claimant, whereas no fictional breaks were given to persons junior to her. This witness further admitted in his cross-examination that the claimant was given fictional breaks till 31st of August 2007, and that workers junior to the workman, namely Shri Dalip Singh, was regularized with effect from 23rd/11/2020. This court is of the considered view that as the witness of the department itself deposed before the Learned Labour Court that fictional breaks were given to the claimant, whereas no such breaks were given to her junior, and workmen engaged after the junior were indeed regularized in the year 2012 itself. The findings returned by the learned Labour Court that fictional breaks indeed were given to the workmen called for no interference. In the light of admission on the part of the department itself that fictional breaks were given to the workmen, the state cannot be allowed to assail the award on the ground that these findings are perverse. In fact, these findings cannot be said to be perverse as they are clearly borne out from the record of the case. Similarly, as far as the findings returned by the learned Labour Court that the petition was not bad on account of delays and latches also do not call for an interference, as it could not be demonstrated before the court that the claimant had raised the demand in the year 2008 itself, and the reference was also received from the appropriate government in the year 2012 itself. Therefore, in the backdrop of what has been observed herein above, as this court does not find any infirmity in the award under challenge, and further as this court does not find any merit in the present petition, the same is dismissed. Thakur Sahab.
Please, Lordship. Lordship, I have filed the counter to their compliance affidavit, Lordship. They are.
क्या रहता है कुछ इसमें?
हाँ जी, इसमें दिया नहीं जी, अर्न लीव रहती है जी, बाकी सारा दे दिया जी, अर्न लीव रहती है। उन्होंने अब पेज
कितनी है अर्न लीव?
वो 29 डेज की हमारे जूनियर को मिली हुई है जी, उतनी मिलनी थी जी।
Counsel for the petitioner submits that though other leaves to which the petitioner was entitled to stand granted to her, but earned leave of about 29 days still remains unpaid.
Please.
Learned additional advocate submits that he may be granted some time to have instructions in this.
Yes.
Based on dash instructions in the meantime.
Yes.
ठीक है sir? Yes sir. Reply Arun Raj. What is the order? इसमें you will have to implement the judgment. Compliance affidavit not filed. Be positively filed by the next date of hearing, failing which hearing officer to remain present in the court to show cause as to why they should not be punished for willful disobedience. तीन हफ्ते के बाद. Yes, Parav. Yes,
please, Manoj. Manoj, can I kindly have the order dated 22nd of April, Manoj? They were directed to implement the judgment in question, subject to the final outcome, but nothing has been done.
What is the status of the matter in the honorable?
Now listed to be in the month of July, Manoj. Most probably, I'll check the exact date. But not, the stay is not there in the SLP.
That I do तो पिछली डेट को भी था.
दोनों में जी 22/4 को ऑर्डर हुए थे जी, उसके बाद 5/5
क्या है?
To grant the benefit of the judgment passed in Sanjay Kumar's case, Manoj. And that judgment stands fully implemented, Manoj.
इनका भी कर दो. General submits that. Mr. Parav Sharma submits that the judgment still has not been complied. Learned AG prays for some more time to do. List on dash compliance affidavit in the meanwhile. In terms of the previous orders passed by.
Some actual date.
Take a time. July के first week में लगा.
Same order, similar case.
जुलाई के first week में लगा. मैं लंबा time दे रहा हूँ ताकि आप कर दो.
Actual date.
जुलाई में ले. Shri Ajay Sharma. इसमें affidavit
My lord, in this matter, lordship, we are seeking some more time, lordship, and one another request is there, lordship. May kindly have lordship judge last para of judgment, lordship.
last para.
Last para at page 14, lordship.
Page?
Page 14, lordship. Sharma ji bol. आप बता दो ये वाला.
But in fact, it appears there is a typography. Last line देखें जी आप. Set out by the court or consequential and consequential का.
आप एक 152 की एप्लीकेशन दो.
मैं दे देता हूँ जो कि.
ये
कॉल आएगा.
clear.
List on dash as आप 152 की एप्लीकेशन
रिट में दूँ हाँ जी. अभी
3 हफ्ते के बाद.
Clear. Till then.
List on dash to enable the response to file compliance.
Clear.
4 हफ्ते के बाद लगाओ. In the meanwhile, you file an application.
हाँ. Grateful.
Miss Babita. Surinder Singh.
Please, Lordship.
Yes.
With our reply, Lordship, annexure R2, the orders consequential to the judgment of.
Yes, just 1 minute. Judgment time.
Lecture E1 Lordship.
E1, Lordship. E1, Lordship.
Let us see the order.
Lordship. At E1 at page 4 of this execution petition, Lordship.
In view of the above, direction subject to the verification. Okay, आपने क्या order pass किया sir?
With our reply, Lordship, may have annexure R2, Lordship. In view of the maladies coming of this act, so malad, the contract service has not been counted and resultantly malad.
So this act cannot undo the judgments. You face contempt then. The judge भी आपका जो act है, act judgment को नहीं कर सकता. The act cannot undo the judgments. You cannot take the shield of this judgment. Then face contempt. कुर्ते पजामे बना लो. This is all I can observe.
Then after cooking, the decision has been taken at a government level.
जिस मर्जी level पे decision लो, these are settled issues. These are settled issues.
Just observe it, will then accordingly.
तो अब क्या करना मेरे को मैं इसमें लिखना आपने a perusal of the reply filed by the corporation demonstrates that now the corporation is refusing to implement the order and issue on the ground that the state has brought into force HP Recruitment and Condition of Service of Government Employees Act 2024 and in terms of the provisions thereof. The petitioner is not entitled for any relief in terms of the order that was passed in this way. This court is of the consideration that when there is an order passed in favor of the petitioner by the competent court, the same has to be implemented authorities. And the implementation thereof cannot be denied on the pretext of the contents of the compliance affidavit. At this stage, on the request of learned
this is an execution petition. This is coming up for the third time. Still the reply is awaited, my lords.
reply नहीं आया.
Yes, my lord. अभी तक नहीं है. The third.
बार दे दिया opportunity.
Yes, my lord.
What is the order?
My lord, our matter was regarding that they didn't regularize my service of the strike periods, my lord. Ultimately.
The judgment है sir. Okay, reply compliance affidavit still not filed. 3 weeks more time is paid for granted. List on dash.
Yes, my lord.
आप भी बहुत. Why have you come in 25 hours?
My lord, they have actually done the part compliance only, my lord.
अच्छा part compliance.
Part compliance only.
Anshul, Ranjit Singh Mankotia. Yes, please. Ranjit Singh Mankotia. Compliance affidavit filed. Response thereto, if any, within 3 weeks, this thereafter. Yes, please, Krishan Chand. Pardon, ma'am? Pardon, sir?
Pension and gratuity having a sign.
दोगे कब? When will you release it? हाँ?
अब पेमेंट तो तेजी वाले करेंगे.
इन्होंने करनी है. आपका क्या है रिप्लाई? हाँ? इसमें लिखना the court has perused the नहीं इसमें ऐसे लिखो learned counsel for the accountant general informs the court that DCRG and pension has been sanctioned. Revised pension stands क्या होता है सर? Sanctioned authorized. Stand authorized in favor of the petition. On the request of learned additional advocate general, the case is ordered to be listed on dash, by which date it be ensured that the actual benefits are now released in favor of the petitioner. ठीक है? Fresh compliance affidavit on the next date. 4 हफ्ते. Sumit Raj. क्या है?
Arbitration, this will go to district judge.
Run it.
District Judge Shimla. There are matters at serial number 56 and 57 also. There are matters at serial number 56 and 57.
वो भी कर दें.
वो भी District Judge Shimla को जाएंगे.
Dispose of. Yes.
Oblige much.
जल्दी हुए order है ना. Yes, Parav Sharma. Om Prakash Sharma.
Please, my lord. My lord, this is a commercial suit. My request is that it may be also tagged with 543 of 2000.
No tagging to English में बताओ आप इसमें क्या position है?
Then my lord.
क्या objection है? चौथी का objection है?
चौथी का objection है.
Actually.
34 का मेरे को.
Original counsel is Ramakant, Mr. Ramakant.
मुझे बोला था चौथी का objection. This has come to the court for the first time.
Senior counsel Mr. C.C. Gupta.
नहीं, how can Ramakant can not know?
हाँ वो तभी.
How can he appear?
He cannot. He has requested. जब मैम को बोला था मुझे भी बोला था जी. It can be adjourned to some other date.
देख लो हो क्या रहा है. But why can't Parav appear?
He engaged Mr. G.C. Gupta as a senior counsel.
I'm sorry to say, but you have to be very careful in what you are saying. Fortunately, unfortunately, this streaming of this court is live. You are telling the court that an additional advocate general has engaged the senior counsel to argue a case against the government.
नहीं, it may not be said so. The client has further.
अभी मैं कह रहा हूँ ना, इतनी भी अगर वो होगी है that he does not even chooses to appear for his.
He just telephonically informed me and.
हाँ. इंक्वायरी का विषय है. चलो एफिडेविट करो.
It may be take some other.
It cannot be tagged followed with
the instructing counsel. That is the problem. Parav Sharma is the instructing counsel. Why can't he appear? Why such a statement should be made in the court? That is what the court is observing, man. है ना? अब कमरादरी नहीं है तो फिर तो. Because I can't mark your presence otherwise, na?
Then,
Mark your presence by someone.
then I'll call Mr. Person.
Ask why can't they appear?
Please, madam.
तो मतलब ये embarrassment नहीं होनी चाहिए ना? That is what I'm observing. रुक जाओ. इसमें अवार्ड कहाँ पे है? आप जिसके साथ इसको टैगिंग को कह रहे हैं ना, उसमें स्टेट ने चैलेंज किया हुआ यही होगा।
State ने किया, state ने किया. That is the state versus Om Prakash.
Vice Parav Sharma. And submits that the award under challenge has also been assailed by the state. Mr. Gupta is here. को बुलाओ परब को 1 मिनट के लिए.
ठीक है.
Shri G.C. Gupta along with Mr. Parav Sharma. लिख लेना आपने along with the senior counsel for the petitioner submit that objections against the award have also been filed by the state.
Amarnath.
Pardon?
Filed by the state.
By the state. And therefore, this petition be taken up along with the said petition, that is arbitration case number
543
43 of
2024.
ordered accordingly. This along with आपको कर दिया सब सुने
क्लोज कर दी
नहीं
दे टू टाइम टू फाइल कंप्लायंस
मैंने क्या दिया काउंटर के लिए टाइम दिया
इन्होंने इंस्ट्रक्शन ही नहीं दी
क्या सर रिकॉर्ड पे आ
नहीं दिया कुछ
दिया फाइल इट सर तभी मैंने आपको टाइम दिया नॉट क्लोज अब सर जस्ट गो थ्रू इट सर
प्लीज
yes
Not they had to deposit the amount.
execution
है 30
state है या ये लिस्ट बिफोर नजर
please.
लिस्ट बिफोर नजर treasure of ordinance श्री अशोक ठाकुर एक्मे जेनरिक्स यस
They are treating the plea of act, which is not at all applicable.
plea of
Shall file counter. There is a judgment that I should be treated to have been appointed on regular basis from my initial date of appointment, as there was no provision in the rules to appoint on contract. Your lordship, please to allow that. Now they are saying act has been passed. Act तो उनके लिए जो contract का benefit ले.
You see, honestly speaking,
Please.
yours as to what we have done earlier.
Yes, yes.
My personal view is very clear.
Please.
That the judgments cannot be scrabbled in.
Yes, that is I argued that once the judgment is there, they are supposed to implement or get it
I
satisfied.
made my mind very clear.
In this, the same issue is one.
आप इसका rebuttal दो.
Yes, I am fine.
Rebuttal in 2 weeks based on that.
Please.
Ashok Kumar Thakur. Yes, Mr.
I'm playing hard judgment manner. Inability of
Problem is
Chandigarh, my lord.
that is the issue.
Some time make I just.
Listen here.
Please, ma'am.
The stay was granted by this court subject to certain conditions.
Please, ma'am.
They have not been complied with till date. So I am vacating the stay.
Any short date.
I am vacating the stay. उसके बाद लंबा time मैम आप execute कराइए इसको.
Time दे दीजिए थोड़ा सा.
Why should I give time? The stay was granted subject to the
Next week में लगा दीजिए.
on the learned counsel appearing vice Mr. Ashok Thakur list on Monday. It is clarified that in case order dated 14/11/24 is not complied with in letter and spirit by the said date, the interim shall be vacated. Monday की जगह Wednesday कर दो. I am giving you some more time. Deposit the money. Shri RK Products. Varun Rana. Yes, Varun.
Well, this is a case where the petitioner right by the order dated 16/12/2024, by which the reference of the petitioner is dismissed by the Facilitation Council on the ground of limitation. It is barred by law.
Let us see that. Where is the order?
Page 38, my lord.
Let us see the act. निकालना जरा MSME Act. Okay, we'll issue notice. ठीक है, फिर देखते हैं. But what is wrong with the order? आप कितने टाइम के बाद अप्रोच किया MSME?
Almost 11 years, my lord.
There is no infirmity in the order, because stricto sensu limitation act may not be applicable, but the principles laid down therein are attracted. The court is guided by those principles. You cannot be allowed to raise stale claims. But I am issuing notice. Notice return for dash steps within 1. Yes, please. Yes,
Lord, petitioner is 79 years of age, and his house was acquired by the respondent for construction.
his land has been identified.
Land and house, my lord.
तो न्यायिक केस आ गया. यहाँ petitioner भी acquire हो गया हुआ है.
He is living in a rented building, my lord, rented house.
What is his grievance?
His grievance is that an order dated 25th February 2023 was passed by the.
That amount has not been paid.
That amount has not been paid, and it is around 63 lakhs. Two-story building was demolished, and he was forced to live in a private rented building, my lord.
But why not implicated Kala as a party? Amount has to be paid by Kala.
Project director has been implemented, my lord. Project director, respondent 2 is liable to pay the compensation.
Okay, no, अच्छा complete. ठीक है. मैम एक के लिए आ पाएंगे कि state? And acquisition.
State and preparing for his family.
2. एक के लिए पुष्पिंदर, 2 के लिए मैम. Reply in 3 weeks, list on dash.
Oblige, ma'am. Application CMP 2.
CMP में भी notice in about.
Oblige, my lord.
Yes, sir. Prabha Ram. Yes, ma'am.
Petitioner is seeking to decide the registration of encroachment land, case applied number 136 of 82, dated 16/2 as per the HP regularization of encroachment on the government land and disposal of the government land rules 2002.
What is the status of these rules? Are you aware about the pendency of litigation vis-a-vis these particular rules? Huh? So, फिर how have you drafted the petition? I think there, till the time I was practicing, there was a writ petition. Sharma versus State of HP and others, and there was a stay operating. आपने देखा है वो what is the क्या Pradesh क्या fate है ठाकुर साहब उसका writ का? Public interest litigation थी ना? इसमें 2002 when they came up with the policy of regularization, the policy was challenged in the High Court. High Court, Honorable Division Bench of the High Court passed an order that though the applications may be entertained, but no order will be passed.
मेरे मुताबिक तो पेंडिंग है ये
पेंडिंग है मैम अभी भी पता करो. अब पूछो अपने कलीग से, आई नॉट से सीनियर, आस्क योर कलीग. पास ओवर. इट इज स्टिल पेंडिंग है ना?
that is still pending. That is.
Yes, please.
My lord, this notified committee is now implemented as a party. Wide order dated 1/12/2023.
Issue क्या है सर?
Issue is for acquisition of the property in question since the property is damaged.
Complete है कि नहीं?
Pleading में सिर्फ इनको notified committee को party बनाया है, उन्हें response देना है. उन्होंने नहीं दिया सर.
6 हफ्ते बाद रखता हूँ.
मान लो in the meantime, annexure P9 we moved representation to the committee also. This has not been decided by the committee also. So in the meantime, this may also be decided.
The list after 6 is completed in the meanwhile. Now, senior counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner has filed a representation to the
committee constituted by the government. Annexure P9.
P9 with what, sir?
P9
With the writ petition or?
with the rejoinder, my lord. Rejoinder.
Learned Senior Counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioners have filed a representation with the committee constituted by the state, copy whereof is placed as an extra P9 with the rejoinder file. And it would be in the interest of justice in case the committee is committee is directed to decide the said representation in the meanwhile. According. That needs to be done by the committee for the next date of hearing list on that. Yes, please. Yes, someone.
I am appearing vice to Shikhar. Respondent number 2.
You want a date? क्या adjournment चाहिए? क्या argue करना है? So you are ready? Pardon?
I don't have the briefs.
No, वही मैं पूछ रहा हूँ. Adjournment चाहिए? Stage क्या case की? Pleadings are complete.
Hello.
At this stage, what's your good name?
Sameer Meena.
You are appearing vice?
Shikhar Chowdhury.
For respond number? Please for an adjournment. List after 4 weeks. Take Chand, Global Energy Company. Yes.
Lordship, I will pay further 2 weeks time, Lordship.
है क्या केस क्या है?
This is for the approving the PPA, Lordship, approving the power purchase agreement.
Just to argue it.
Mr. Lavnish Kavala.
P16.
Please, Lordship.
So anyways, when do you want it? इसमें stay वगैरह है?
नहीं, stay करो.
Again, an adjournment has been paid for on behalf of the petitioner. Adjourned by 2 weeks.
Get to
This thereafter. इसको argue करो जो भी. Yes, Baba.
In this case, in view of the fact that they have purged themselves of the contempt, my lord, their apology may be taken on account and it may be.
इतना कोई आ ही नहीं रहा देखो.
ये मेरे पीछे खड़ा है जी.
Mallet in this mallet may just have this mallet.
वो दंगा लगा दिया.
लगा दिया जी अब तो.
इन्होंने ornamental जैसा काम कर.
मैंने ornamental नहीं जी.
बाकी मेरा
पहले था.
खुद कर लेगा जी.
Mr. Mukul should learn counsel appearing for the respondent submit that the it has been done by the respondent. मैं purge वाला word नहीं use कर. The senior counsel for the petitioner on instructions acknowledge this fact. In the light of these developments, this court is of the considered view that now no purpose is going to be served by continuing with these proceedings. Accordingly, these are closed. Notice discharge. करना है वो रिकॉर्ड पे आ जाता है.
ठीक है.
Yes, please, Ashish Kumar.
Lordship, I am paying 2 weeks time final adjournment of 6 to 8.
Just 1 minute.
In this, your lordship, I have filed reply for
आप किसके?
6 to 8.
You have filed reply.
I have filed, your lordship. It is not on record.
Reply filed by response 1 to 5 on record. Learn counsel appearing for response 6 to 8 submits that reply on behalf of said response has been filed. Register to place the reply on record if in order. List after 4 weeks. In the meanwhile, rejoinder to the replies be filed. Mr. Verma, आप किसके लिए सर? What's your good name?
Ashish Kumar.
Sir की language. Miss Babita. Yes, Babita.
Compliance आनी थी.
Order क्या है?
They were directed.
Order क्या था सर?
They were directed to count the contract service for the purpose of pension lordship.
आप देख लो. I'll pass it over.
File भी लाई कल कर रखो. कल रख दो जी कल.
Okay, the additional advocate general has handed over copy of instructions and submits that the judgment in issue now stands complied with. Partly complied with.
As far as the other benefits we have filed the SLP report, the omnibus report, that has been given by the report. Now, we have filed the report. Otherwise, contract service coverage is by order number. Please gather those jobs to the extent that the contract service of the
petitioner has been allowed to seek counsel for the purpose of sanction.
तो आप रिप्लाई फाइल करो ना, you file a compliance affidavit. इसमें लिखना learned additional advocate general has handed over copy of instructions, and on the strength thereof he submits that the judgment stands complied with in part, and as far as the other part of the judgment is concerned, the state has preferred a specially petition. The state has preferred a review petition, and outcome thereof be awaited. Let these facts be brought on record by way of a compliance affidavit. Needful be done within 4 weeks this year. Affidavit fact. Yes, Pradesh ji.
Well, in some cases, reply has been filed.
Case can sir.
Some cases, the case is the petition is against award of the Learned Tribunal.
Labor court का award. देखो जरा award क्या है क्या दिया क्या हुआ?
My lord, fictional bakes have been condoned, my lord, and my lord, I have been held to be in uninterrupted service, my lord, from the date of my initial engagement, my lord, and that is to be counted in the
senior. It's
senior.
not complete, my lord, because in some cases the reply has not been filed.
इकट्ठे लगे हुए cases?
हाँ जी,
आज पूरे नहीं लगे हैं,
आज सारे नहीं लगे जी,
सारे नहीं लगे हैं जी, कुछ रह गए हैं।
इतने लगे उन पे कर दो complete, है ना? इसमें लिखना इन सब cases में लिखना list after 6 weeks in the meanwhile pleading. पहले लिख लेना learned counsel for the party submit that pleadings are not yet completed.
Record भी मंगा लेंगे, मान लो मैं समंदर record also,
Pardon?
record मान लो,
Meanwhile,
record
from the learned labor court be requisition by this.
oblige.
Yes, please. Udit.
Lordship, in this case, I have one and two.
For the item number 31, my lord, I am appearing for number 2, my lord. I am taking some time to file the reply.
Who is for the petitioner? John साहब आप किसके लिए सर?
My lord, I am for Max Infra, my lord. Respondent number 8.
आपने भी reply किया? On the request of learned counsel.
I'll be filing.
For respondent number 3, I have already filed the reply.
Just one.
8.
Ma'am, case क्या है?
They are saying that they have damaged their
Well,
path and fields on account of excavation of the tunnel of the railway.
How is he affected by it personally?
It is also it is not maintained because ये in the shape of public interest.
मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि ये until unless he can point out he is personally affected. How is the petitioner personally affected by it?
It is a matter pertaining to that laying down of that railway line, my lord.
That I understand.
Yes,
But how is the?
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
अगर तो personal effect है,
हाँ जी,
then this petition is maintainable.
Yes, ma'am.
वो दोनों कर रहे हैं.
हाँ जी. This is basically as
Lordship is out of station.
Monday को रखते हैं. List on Monday. फिर let us keep it on Monday. We'll see as to whether petition is maintainable or
So grateful.
it has to be filed in the shape of a public interest litigation.
So grateful.
List on Monday to enable.
That's right. Grateful, man.
As to what is the इसमें है ये it is maintained. ये petitioner alleges कि खुद ही पैसा खर्च कर
अच्छा चलो देख लेते हैं
no issues.
देख लेते हैं
The reply to the petition has not been filed by the respondents. That need to be done within 4 weeks. This year.
please madam please I'll be filing a she'll be filing a correspondent number 8
Submit that on behalf of number 8 on the instructions are adopted.
please ma'am.
Vivek Thakur. Yes, please. Yes, Vivek.
Construction is.
I have filed a reply on behalf of this field.
Construction is made without planned, lordship, and for which the respondent is the authority, lordship. They
Reply not filed by 1 and 4.
please, lordship.
Reply still not filed by 1 and 4. Let needful be done positively within 4 weeks. ठीक है?
Please.
This thereafter. पीपी चौहान साहब ये क्या
नहीं आना था जी।
टाइम 3 weeks. Yes, please, Shri Ajay Thakur. Anita Devi.
Your Lordship,
Yes, ma'am.
reply is awaited.
What is the issue, ma'am?
Your Lordship, in this matter, respondent have encroached the petitioner land without payment of compensation.
न्यूजीलैंड का केस है ये.
No, Your Lordship.
आपने ऑकलैंड लिखा ना कि ऑकलैंड.
The Auckland, sir.
Reply not filed 4 weeks more than. So it's not despite. नहीं sorry, एक ही opportunity अभी है 4 weeks.
Grateful.
Yes, please, Mr. Manik Tala. Reply not filed.
Lordship, reply has been given to us, and as per the reply, our main contention prayer was that payment may be given as for the compensation of structures. That has been done, Lordship. So that can be, this can be disposed
In
of.
fact, Your Lordships, I'm praying, we've not filed the reply in this particular case, Your Lordships, but in a similar matter, we filed the reply.
But he says कि हो गया हुआ है. हाँ?
Yes, sir. The payment has been given, and the reply, we have the reply of Lordship.
Jitinder.
3 to 5, respond number 3 to 5 reply has, sir. And they,
Case was taken up for consideration today. Learned counsel appearing for the petitioner submits that as per his instructions now, the petitioners have been paid for the structures which were acquired in the course of the construction.
Please, it's come in the reply of the competent authority, Your Lordship.
Don't worry. In the light of this development, these procedures are closed.
obliged.
Disposed of.
Mr. Sridhar's presence में करेगी भी बात. Grateful, Your Lordship.
More Chand Bhardwaj. Yes, please.
My lord, I may be granted 2 weeks time to file the application under order 1 rule 10, my lord, for deletion.
Yes, क्या है? What is the matter?
My lord, the proposed respondent has laid down the high voltage power lines above the land of the petitioner, my lord, which is causing threat to life and property of the.
Just one minute.
Please,
Just,
man, please, man.
please read the prayer. How is the petition maintainable? How is the petition maintainable here?
My lord, earlier to this petition, a similar petition was pending before my lord. In that, my lord has passed the order and relegated the power to the honorable session judge, my lord.
I have not relegated the power. Telegraph.
I apologize, my lord. My lord, in the Telegraph Act, my lord, there is the provision of enhancement of the amount, my lord.
So according to you, nothing has been assessed.
Please, my lord.
What do you say?
My lord, as a matter of fact, not on the previous day service on behalf of this number 2 to 6. But this matter does not pertain to the Himachal Pradesh Power Transmission Corporation. It is the Power Grid Himachal Transmission Corporation.
आपका case is
No, my lord. We have filed a short reply to that effect, my lord.
Then you have to withdraw it with liberty to file a fresh case.
Otherwise, my submission is that,
Governments जो हैं वो सारे इनको लेकर के हैं.
please, my lord.
You withdraw it with liberty to file a fresh petition against.
Please.
इसमें लिखना when the case was taken up for consideration today, learned counsel for the petitioner submits that though HPPTCL has been implemented as a party respondent in the case, the power line in issue has been laid down by
Himachal Pradesh Power, which is a subsidiary of the Power Grid.
Himachal Pradesh Power.
That is Power Grid Himachal Transmission Limited, my
My
lord.
lord, in para 2 of my reply, it has been specific.
इसमें ऐसे करो, इसको काट देना, इसमें लिखना. When this writ petition was taken up for consideration today, learned counsel appearing for respondents 2 to 6 submit that said respondents have been wrongly treated as a party respondent as the transmission line has been laid down by Power Grid Himachal Transmission Limited, which is a subsidiary company of Power Grid. Learned counsel for the petitioner submits that in the backdrop of the reply filed by respondents 2 to 6, the petitioner be allowed to withdraw this writ petition, but with liberty to file a fresh writ petition on the same facts by impleading correct respondents there. Petition is allowed to be withdrawn. DC Karcham Bangu Abdullah. Yet this line was in fact laid down by JP.
Please, my lord, initial.
Get on by JP.
Then hand it over to the parliament, my lord.
There was a public interest litigation. I was defending JP in that case.
Please, my lord.
Shuru mein.
Please. Much obliged.
Grateful one. It was a dedicated transmission line.
Please.
Mr. Atul. Yes, Atul. What will be this training of?
There is an OMP 4 to 5 of 2021 at page 188. Lots of
Okay.
also, I'm praying that framing of issues may be deferred, and because the application, the pleadings are complete, my lord.
Let the issues be framed. What is the problem in the framing of the issue? Let the issues be framed. What is the problem?
My lord, in fact, what has happened in this matter that the defendant had given the details of the batch numbers in which the medicines.
Let's frame the issues. We'll see this application. There is no urgency in these applications. Let us frame the issue.
Lordship may then have it next week.
Let us see.
Pardon me, my lord, next week. Next. And my lord, there is another aspect of the matter, which my lords may also kindly take. Here he has filed a suit as an ordinary suit. It's a commercial suit.
No, it has been converted.
No, it cannot be converted, your lordship. And
No.
they'll have to return the plaint to be filed. Perhaps, my lord, I went through one judgment of Delhi High Court. There is a similar issue arose that once when a suit has been filed as an ordinary suit, because the proceedings and the procedure for the commercial suits are different, court cannot convert it. They have to return it under Order 7, Rule 11 and 10 and file fresh, your lord. We'll argue on that point also.
See, he may be having a point. Why?
No, I totally agree, my lord. But I have complied with all the. That time the commercial division was not there, my lord.
Issue bana denge.
Chalo ji.
At that time the commercial division had not been notified, my lord.
अगले मैं रख देता हूँ. आप उसको assist the court on that issue.
Please.
But that be as it may, my lord, I have complied with all the conditions as required under the Commercial Courts Act. But that time the commercial division had not been not accepted as a commercial suit. When this suit was filed way back in 2021, my lord. At that time the commercial division had not been notified. That was the issue.
Please.
Lordship, can we pray for 5th of June?
Then after holidays, your lord.
18 for framing of issue.
Please, we both sit together.
17th.
17th. Both of us will sit. Please.
Yes, Kuthala. इसमें ना इसमें लिखना list along with PWP CARBC number so and so released as a reserved judgment. Yes, please, Prabha Ram. Raju Ram Rahi. Pardon? मैंने बोला था इनको पासवर्ड नहीं करने को कहा था पासवर्ड सर ये जो है ना ये भी उसके साथ है बिल्कुल ठीक है सेम ऑर्डर में भी पास इसमें एप्लीकेशन नहीं आपने ओके इसमें एप्लीकेशन नहीं इसमें सिंपल लिख दिया रिलीज एज अ
since it is connected with the other matter
and connect with it.
It may be tagged on the matter is listed for 17th, my lords.
हाँ वही कर रहे हैं. This matter was heard along with CARBC number so. In the said petition, an application was filed. It has been filed by the petitioner, which has been ordered to be listed.